This is the first video in a series of videos and lessons that will show users how to use LearnDash to create an online course and add lessons to that course and quizzes and other features. So to start with, I'm in the administrative area of a WordPress website that already has LearnDash installed. We're going to add a new course, and in fact the course that I create is going to be the one where I store the lessons that I'll be making about LearnDash. So to do that, in the administrative area on the left black menu bar, you navigate to the LearnDash button. If you hover over that, a pop-up menu appears on the right with several menu options that appear. The pop-up menu hints at LearnDash's hierarchy in terms of how courses are organized. The top level is a course. Courses are composed of lessons, and lessons can contain topics. Lessons and topics can also have quizzes and assignments associated with them. So to start with, we'll add a new course. If you click the courses link, you'll be taken to a page that shows all of the courses you've already made, if you have any. At the top of the page, there's an Add New Course button. Click that to begin the process of adding a new course. The course that I'm making we'll call LearnDash 101. You can add a description in the text box area. It supports HTML, so you can add images, links, and anything you'd like. For now, we'll just put this course will overview how to use LearnDash to create courses. So if there's more advanced materials to go with this course, you can create buttons in this section where students could download materials and that sort of thing, but for now we don't need that. If you scroll down, you'll see other settings. If the course is going to be for sale, you can add a price to the course in this area. You can add prerequisites. Disable lesson progression is probably the main one that you want to look at here. That just means that you will not force students to go through lessons in order. Later we'll discuss how to add certificates and maybe some of these other options, but for now, disable lesson progression is the main one you want to work with. If you go back up to the top on the right, you'll see course categories. Here are some categories that have been used for other courses on this website. We'll go ahead and create a new course category for this, and we'll call it Business/Marketing. We'll add that category and check the box to tie this course to that. So now that's everything I want to do with this course. I'm going to publish it. When I hit publish, the course will go live. Depending on the access option that I created for it, whether it's open, which means anybody can sign up, and let's go look at those. If it's open, anybody can sign up. If it's closed, that means that an administrator will have to manually add students to the course. Buy Now means you can add a price associated with it. The Buy Now has more complicated options in terms of integrating with shopping cart softwares and that sort of thing. That will be a more advanced lesson. But for now, we'll close this course so that it's semi-private. Only people that I want to see it will be able to see it in this case. So now the course has been created. The next step with fleshing the course out would be adding lessons and topics to it, and there's a couple of ways that I could go about that. At the bottom of the course page, LearnDash has a new feature that's called the LearnDash Course Builder. I can click lessons, click this button next to lessons to add a new lesson. Then I can do the same thing with topics and quizzes, and then you can pull them over here and order them. I'm going to use the other approach, which is in our menu over here. I'm going to go to the lessons area and I'm going to manually add a lesson. So on the lessons page, all the lessons that are available for any course on this website are listed here. I'm going to add a new lesson. But if I wanted to edit an old one, this would be one way I could find them. So I'm adding a new lesson. And this lesson will call Creating a LearnDash course, because that's what this video just showed. And once I'm done with this video, I'll upload it to YouTube. I'll save the video, upload it to YouTube, and then I'll put the video in this text box here. So the content of the course goes in this text box for the lesson. Other things to look at are the associated course. This is a requirement. The lesson must be tied to a course. So this one is going to the LearnDash 101 course. And I'm going to enable video progression on this one because the main content of this lesson will be a video. When I get my YouTube video link, I'll put it here. And that means that when a user comes to this page, they'll see that video played. So I'll add that later, but for now I'm going to publish this. Now my course will have a lesson tied to it. LearnDash 101 is going to have one lesson now. I'm going to go look at my lesson. So right now it's empty. We'll add something to it later, and this is what the LearnDash 101 course looks like right now. Here is the description we made, and it has a list of the lessons. If I had topics for the lessons, topics go under lessons, then this lesson would also have topics under it. So a course can have multiple lessons, and each lesson can have multiple topics as well as quizzes. So eventually when we get multiple lessons in here, we might care about the order that they're in. To change the order of lessons, they'll show up in a default setting, depending on how your LearnDash is set up. Default setting will typically be what comes first will be listed first, so the next lesson I make would go to number 2. You can, if I click, go back to the edit lesson area for this lesson that I just made. I can change the post order. If a higher number is typically associated with a later order, so if I made this one number 100, then it would be listed after a lesson that was assigned an order of 1, for example. And you can reverse how that works in your course setting as well. But the easiest way to reorder lessons, if you don't want to have to worry about order number, for example, if you decide to change the order later, it can be time consuming to go back and edit all of the lessons to change their order number. So if you go to your course, if you're logged in as an administrator, at the top you'll see an edit course button at the black bar at the top when you go to the course in the website. So you can click that to edit the course. The other way we looked at before to edit a course would be in this LearnDash submenu in the administrative area. You could also navigate to courses and find your course there and edit it that way. So now that I'm in the course, the main page for the course, and I'm in the edit course page for it, if you go back down to that creating a the LearnDash course builder, if I had multiple lessons, I could drag those around. So I'm going to just go ahead and add another. And I'm going to call it uploading a video because that's what we'll be doing next. So we went through one way of adding a lesson a few moments ago, and I just showed another way of adding a lesson, which is using the course builder. So I want this lesson to be listed in the course. Lessons with lines through the means they're active in the course. So I dragged it over here to the right area. And I can also drag these around to order them. So creating a LearnDash course is going to be the first lesson. Uploading a video is going to be the second lesson. And if I wanted to, I could do the same thing, add topics and quizzes, and put those over here under lessons. So this is an overview of how to create a LearnDash course. In the next video, we'll discuss how to upload and add a video to a LearnDash course.